Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And on the ground they go with a running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Set. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, here we go. 190. 190.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he's got a new one. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Darnold now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. Now a carry for Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Darnold is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Darnold from the gun. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Jets on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, It certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Brissett looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. This is Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Ellington. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Second quarter in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the Colts getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And down right near the 25. Able to break through that initial contact. Got him some extra yardage. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
Throwing, Brissett. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down throw for Brissett. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Parker, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Mack. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He's going to air one out. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Devontae Parker, 49 yards. And the Colts are in for 6. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A first down throw, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. It's caught by Herndon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Jets on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Darnold. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Hines. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now Mack. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. This is Hines. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now here on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Matt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Darnold. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the run, this is Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Bootleg, it's Brissett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets him 14. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
Here's Brissett. Throw left side, complete. That's Doyle. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Brissett now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Black round! Black round!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Brissett. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And New York set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Jets on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And they'll run it here. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go. What? None.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Indianapolis, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals, as they get set to match up with the #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on. Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey in there to drop him. second quarter, the offense is struggling. No points for either side, but that can change right here with a field goal. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. Time winding down here in this first half as we get you back out to the action. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. Green.
Second down, Mayfield. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Jarvis Landry. And all the way down to the 37. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They come out here in the eye. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visitor. All right, hang on. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. Third and short yardage, Mayfield, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution?
We have a developing situation here. Following the interception, a golden chance for points as the offense is back out there with a 1st and goal to go.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
Following the interception, Mayfield steps away to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash. A field goal would tie this football game here in the fourth quarter. Can they knock it through the post? Time to see. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He'll have the win at his back here in the fourth quarter. And the kick by Gonzalez, he was good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Well, this one's getting good now. Fourth quarter, tie game. This defense looking for a huge third down stop. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first. Tell you what, he's been able. So we have a red zone alert. Tie game, fourth quarter, very likely a deciding moment in this contest. Now a carry for Walton. And he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. And he a big drive now for this offense. They'll have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they search for a late score. First down, Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
No, check, Patriot! No, check, Patriot!
First down, a run with Hyde. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Gone!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Time for a break. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the back. Now Walton. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. So now Dalton. And Eifert has it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. But they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be on the road next week.
this is Madden 19. I'm the coach.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for...
Options here on 4th and a yard. It would be a long field goal try. Would they consider going for it? Let's jump in and find out. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Options here on 4th and a yard. It would be a long field goal try. Would they consider going for it? Let's jump in and find out. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Flacco from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down.
So this offense, they've made their way into the red zone now. They've got it a couple yards inside the 20 at the 18, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield buying time to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
second down. High. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down. Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
Still
I
first
think he
down.
lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. To throw, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down. The 2-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run for him with Hyde. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores.
All right, man, eyes up. Eyes up. Take a look what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here, okay? The offense hasn't seen this all season. We're gonna get at them. Execute your assignments and it'll be a party.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot! Here we go now! 319! 319! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, here we go. 319! 319! Hot! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
it.